Hello, and welcome to A Head Full of Tales. And today's story is called Cornish-man Jack and the Black-Hearted Pirate. There was once a Cornish fisherman named Jack. Now, every day he would push his little boat out into the ocean, and then he would row into the middle, and then he would cast the net far, and then it would dive, and he would pull out hundreds and hundreds of fish. Now, if his wife appeared at the sea edge and shouted, "Jack, Jack, come back to me. There's a storm a-coming, and I want you home for tea," he did exactly what she said, for she always knew when a storm was on its way. So he'd take the oars and he would row back as fast as he could. And after every day of fishing, he would sit by his wife and they would make a fish pie together. And she would tell him stories most wonderful. And she would take the necklace around her neck and say, "If you hold this up to the night sky, the stars will lead you to the biggest pearl in the world, as big as your fist and as bright as the moon. But don't go there, for it is guarded by 3 sisters, 3 mermaids that will sing you a beautiful lullaby that will guide you into the sea, and you will die. Don't worry, wife. I only want to catch my fish, and then I will come home to you every day, I promise." With that, she took off the necklace and said, "There you are, husband. Wear that for luck next time you go fishing." "I will, my dear." And the next day, he took out his little boat, and they rowed into the middle of the ocean. And he was just about to cast his net when the wife came running to the sea edge. "Jack, Jack, come back to me. There's a storm a-coming and I want you home for tea." "But wife, I haven't even threw out my net yet. 1 minute, I promise, and then I'll be back." And he took the net and he threw it over the boat edge. Just then the storm came and the clouds grew darker and darker and heavier, and the waves went high and low, low and high, and they smashed his little boat into tiny little pieces. Jack grabbed hold of the wreckage. "Wife, wife, wait for me. I will be back, I promise, you see." And he bobbed up and down, and he went further and further into the deep, deep sea. Whoa! He held onto the wreckage for a night of the day, and he ended up in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, a pirate ship came out of the mist. He could tell it was a pirate ship because the Jolly Roger was flapping in the wind. He was so exhausted, but still had enough strength to climb up the side of the ship and pull himself onto the deck. Suddenly, he turned around. Hundreds of pirates' cutlasses were facing him. And then the captain bars his way through. "Who are you?" I'm just a fisherman. I'm Jack." "Throw him back, boys. We don't need a fisherman." And the pirates were just about to throw him overboard when Jack went, "No, wait. I have this." "What kind of trinket is that?" "I've been told if you hold it to the stars, it will show you the biggest pearl the size of your fist and as bright as the moon." The captain took the trinket and pulled it out the back of his neck. "It's a pretty little thing. Throw him overboard. I don't need him." And then the captain spotted the cook. "Can you cook?" Just as they were about to throw him overboard. "Yeah, I can cook. I can cook fish pie and many other beautiful things." "Right. Keep him, lads. Throw him over." And they took the old cook and they threw him over the edge. And that was the last they ever saw of him. The black-hearted captain came to the Jack and said, "So this trinket, that will guide me to the pearl, will it?" "I believe so, Captain, but you have to be very..." "Ah, shut up. No, but I must tell you. What must you tell me? It's guided by three mermaids, three sisters, and they will sing you a beautiful song that will make you dive into the sea. They will sing you songs of true loves and the people you love, and they will make you believe that they're in the sea. That doesn't worry me, said the pirate. My heart is so black I have never loved anybody. I've not even loved my mum. We will follow this map, and we will get that pearl, and maybe then we might take you home. Maybe. Go and cook. And if you can't cook, you're overboard too. So Jack went down to the galley, and for many months and many days he cooked the pirates' meals. And there were battles, and there was gunfire, and there was the slaughtering of other sailors in other ships, and the robbing of their boats. And Jack stayed in the galley safe and sound, hearing the screams and the cries. But always the black-hearted pirates won. Then one night, the pirate called everybody to the deck. "We're nearly there, lads," said the captain, looking at the little trinket in his hand. "We are so close, I can smell it." And then there was singing, such beautiful words. Jack quickly put his hands over his ears, for he knew it was the three sisters singing the beautiful love songs. The pirates were hypnotized, and one by one they dived into the ocean, dived into the sea to be with the ones they loved upon the rocks. But the captain just stood there, looking at the moonlight. "Ah, you silly fish ladies," he said. "You can't catch me that way, for I have no heart. I have not loved anyone ever." But then they started singing of gold and jewels and pearls that big as your fist and as bright as the moon. Jack kept his hands over his ears, and the captain got closer and closer to the edge of the boat and dived into the sea with a splash and was never seen again. Now Jack couldn't steer the ship with his hands over his ears, so he slowly let one hand go. "Jack, Jack, home you go, to your wife that we all know. She's a wonder you will see, for she truly is a sister of the sea." With that, they let him be, and Neptune guided that ship back home. The winds blew in the right direction, and the waves and the tides took him back to Cornwall. And there he appeared, on a pirate ship full of treasure and gold, back to his wife, and lived happily ever after. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story, and don't forget to subscribe to A Head Full of Tales. See you later. Bye-bye.